Well, I am with the wonderful, the amazing, the awesome, the beautiful Sarah McVanel with me today, which is Canada's recognition expert. Thank you, Sarah, for being here.
Hey, I am honored to hang out with Canada's Occupational Health and Safety Committee expert. So this is no hardship. I'm thrilled to be here with you.
That's awesome. And you know what I really love is that we've met through an organization, which is Canadian Association of Professional Speakers, and it's such a privilege to be able to do a health and safety committee course with you to offer to people all across Canada to really increase their safety culture at their sites.
Yeah.
And so I'm so thrilled. So it's coming. It's coming during Health and Safety Week. We are
So
going to be
exciting. Yes.
pre-launching this course. And so you can pre-buy the course and it's going to be available to you by the end of May. And so we're launching it. So Sarah, why don't you tell us a little bit about what the committee can expect for watching the course?
Well, so often when we have folks like all of you who are really passionate about elevating the safety culture, like really pulling back the layers. And when you see the opportunities, when you see the challenges, when you see the struggles, sometimes we hit a bit of a wall. We hit some resistance, we realize the cultural challenges as to why the safety culture is only going to get so far, even with the incredible passion of a joint health and safety committee that is really a high performing committee. One of the challenges is people staying motivated, like really feeling like your time is worthy. And that's the exciting thing about having a program and a course around your safety culture that can get reinforced through meaningful rewards, meaningful recognition.
Meaningful.
Meaningful. Yes. Yeah. So I
I'll
think
say,
it's exciting. Like I just think that in and of itself, like the opportunity to do safety culture well through a lens of motivation. I don't know about you, but I think all committees need a little bit of a boost of motivation from time to time.
agreed. And really, a committee is, is very sort of thankless. And so when people come
Yes.
to the committee, they're always sort of complaining about what's wrong. This is broken. This is broken. That's broken. And so we're like, well, how do we know we're successful as a committee? How do we know that our health and safety program is working? And what I love about your approach, Sarah, is that in safety, we've tried the approach, and we're not too sure how to do it because at one point we would have these signs on site that would say so many days without a time loss incident. And what happened was that people would just stop reporting incidents.
Yeah.
And so you're trying to award people and recognize them for saying thank you for reporting because we want to know that you're hurt so we can prevent it from happening in the future. But people are like, oh, but it's been 682 days. I don't want to be the one. And so in safety, we know that that doesn't work. And so other people are trying different approaches. And we have a couple of examples in that course that are really effective. So I love that your approach is completely different.
Well, what's great is that because we know that some of those things were designed with the best of intention. So if the intention is there, and not every sector is as far along as joint health and safety sector to say we need to reinforce the type of behavior, what gets appreciated is what gets repeated, what gets repeated is what gets appreciated. And so we know that we're going to change behavior and we're going to positively reinforce behavior as long as people feel appreciated. The problem that we're experiencing in the sector is, so what do we replace it with? And that's part of what we dive into with this course is you may know the things that need to change. Outdated safety strategies to reinforce and recognize people, things that maybe didn't work all along, but you don't want to not do it because then what does that say to your workforce? Oh, we don't appreciate safety at all. So people will get a sense very quickly that there are many things that you can do and you don't have to feel constricted and restricted anymore to how you've always done it.
Yeah, that's great. And I really find that we do have this new generation that's rising up because really in safety, we've been bumbling for years. We were just like, it wasn't even a profession at one time. And the legislation through the entire country and even into the US, it basically says if you have more than 20 people, have a committee.
Mhm.
Good luck. And that's it.
Yes.
That's all the guidance
Go
you
forth
get.
and prosper.
And so we the struggled, and so we've kind of taken it to this place that it is now, and committees are asking you are asking what do we do now? How can we do this better? How can it be better? How can we do better than just complaint sessions? How do we know our
Mhm.
program's successful? How can we actually make safety just part of our DNA of a company and who we do, and what's our part in it as a committee? I'm so excited.
I can hear the excitement, and that's what's so great. And again, why people need to learn from you as an expert, because you have been teaching in your other foundational programs, is you need to get the basics right. What is your responsibility and do that well? And how do you manage reporting and how do you manage the incident system well? So it's not that we're saying jump right to the culture stuff, jump right to revising your programs. What we're trying to do is for those high functioning health and safety committees, when you're a joint health and safety committee and you're saying, you know what, we see that we literally, there's only so much we can do until we start to influence the culture, whether that be leaders, whether that be teams that you know are just game changers in the integrity of your safety culture, and yet they're not convinced. Or perhaps there's an incentive, such as it's too much work. There's not the incentive to be able to shift. This is going to give a new life to the essence of the value of the work and allow people to not feel like, you know what, I'm so frustrated. I need to get off this joint health and safety committee because I know it needs to be done, but we're running up against too many roadblocks. So this is what's really exciting for me in being able to do this work for all with all of you is normally I go broad in an organization when I'm helping, whether I'm speaking at a conference or doing training or helping people rebuild their corporate recognition program. I don't usually get a chance to go super deep on the safety slice of the culture. And we all know that slice is so important. You can have the best recognition program in the world, but if people don't feel that they're valued for safety and that they can go home safely at the end of the day, mentally as well as physically, then everything else falls apart. So, thank you to all of you who are doing this work. And thank you for bringing a key element of a strong culture to your organization through meaningful recognition and rewards. We're going to talk about the difference between those things in the program.
Which is great because people don't know the difference. And even when I met you, I was like, "Ooh, there is a difference." That me think about that, and so I'm really excited to learn the difference between those two. I love a couple things that you said is regarding the culture itself. Because we even in safety, we don't really call. I mean, we do call it safety culture.
Mm-hmm.
However, it really is corporate culture. So whatever is
Yes.
at the top will go down. But what I loved that you said is when people don't feel safe, it actually, that stuff is just sort of blah, blah. They're just like, oh, they're trying to do this stuff. But when I really don't feel safe, like I feel like it's just words,
Mm-hmm.
I don't, I'm not buying into the company. The morale doesn't necessarily go up as we want it to through recognition and awards programs. And so I'm you got to take this course. This is, I mean, this is by far one of my favorite courses I've taken. And
Mm-hmm.
as safety people, we take courses constantly. And
Mm-hmm.
for us to be able to take something that is meaningful, that is designed in such a way that I can really learn is interesting, because we use lots of tech in the
Mm-hmm.
course for to keep the engagement. We give you literally reflective questions that you can answer right when you're watching it. What can we do to move forward? is we're giving you all of the tools that you need in a one course that's
Mhm.
extremely awesome. So register
Mhm.
today for the new course on recognition.
The exciting thing for anyone who chooses to take this course is that, yes, it is relevant to the work that you do in the joint health and safety capacity. It's also so relevant to every role you occupy in the organization. So you may be an influencer in other ways, and that could be as an individual contributor, that could be on other committees, such as an employee resource group. You may be a formal leader, you may be the business owner. No matter what your role is, you will have so many aha moments about how to make sure rewards and recognition are meaningful, which means that your satisfaction in the work you do every day will go up. Your effectiveness in building meaningful connection and interpersonal relationships will improve. And also, you will see just how much opportunity there is to reinforce the type of kind, competent, collaborative culture that you want, that reinforces safety and all of the other elements that makes work truly meaningful, engaging, and purpose-driven.
Nice. I love that. And so you want to take the course, register for the course, helping to increase safety through implementing recognition programs. So there's a link. Click on it, register today, get your course, and that will be available to you by the end of May. The license or the purchase does not expire, so you don't have to take it this month. You can just purchase it, and you can actually take it all the way through to next year if you want to. So once you purchase it, it does not expire until you actually start watching the course, and then you'll have the time to watch it. So helping to increase safety through implementing recognition programs. A couple of objectives that you're going to learn for this course is know the committee's role in creating and promoting sort of a recognition program. Understand the business case for culture of safety and how unsustainable programs, as we talked about, cost the organization lots of money. Define
Mhm.
what you're going to learn what safety culture actually is and the difference, right, between rewards and recognition. I love that. We're going to talk about reviewing existing systems of rewarding and recognizing safety, identifying quick wins and longer term projects that will immediately drive more consistent safety behaviors, and more, and more,
Mhm. And more,
and more, and
and
more.
more.
So thank you, Sarah. I just so appreciate you to do this collaboration with you. And at the end of it, we've got a couple of interviews with some people in industry, in a couple of different
Mhm.
industries, to let you know what they're doing and what is working with them as well. So yeah. All right, everybody. Well, have a fantastic day. Thank you, Sarah, the Canada's recognition expert, right here with us. And so thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you. And thank you to everyone who plays a key role in making sure that everyone is able to go home to work from work safe.